Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Maxi, and I have another video for you guys. In this new property, got a nice fish tank behind me. Today, I want to talk about Crypto.com CROCOIN, Cronos Labs, and where we are going to be headed here with Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going to make the altcoins take a tumble? We're dumping a little bit right now. Let's hop into this video. So guys, first things first, we are on day 47 of proposing Crypto.com to market buyback and burn CROCOIN with a percentage of quarterly profits. And I am giving away $100 of CRO and burning $100 of CRO for the CRO fam this week. I was doing a giveaway, I think like 3 or 4 days ago, but I'm gonna give away $100 and I'm gonna burn $100 of CRO. Go follow me at 333 maxi over on crypto Twitter, and maybe you can win some CRO. But really, I'm doing this to show I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not just going out and calling for a call to action of burning CROCOIN. I'm doing my part. I'm burning some CROCOIN, and I'm probably going to burn more CROCOIN. I am not going to stop, CROFam. I'm going to keep talking about this CROCOIN burn proposal, and if we come together, if the CROFam comes together, we push this message, we can get this conversation started with Chris Marszalek, Crypto.com, Cronos Labs. We can start this conversation, guys. So let's talk about the overall market right now. Bitcoin trading at $57,000. We did dip below it just barely. Right when I was starting this video, we were dipping below it. But we're getting a little bit of a bounce back here, trading at down 3.22% on the day. Bitcoin dominance trading at 55.65%. Guys, I've been saying, I think that Bitcoin dominance is topped out until we see an impulse wave outside of the channel that we're trading in right now, being $72,000, $73,000 at the top end of the channel, and about $56,000. We're kind of laying pretty close to it. We'll take a closer look at the bottom, the level of support in this channel. But until we break below the support or above the resistance in this 6-month-long channel, I do think that Bitcoin dominance is somewhat topped out. But when we do get that breakout, I think over 60% is an appropriate level to be looking at. When we exclude stable coins, right now we're trading at about a 57.6% Bitcoin dominance level. We did hit 60% for a very short amount of time, and now we're kind of coming back down. I think it's topped out until we get that impulse wave to the upside. Ethereum trading at $2,500, Solana at $140, holding up relatively well. Really want to see the opposite of that happening. I really want to see Ethereum being holding up strong versus Solana so I can swap to Sol. If you've been watching the videos recently, I've been saying I'm looking for an opportune time to swap some of my Ethereum for Solana. So let's talk about CROCOIN. CROCOIN right now is trading at a very, very interesting level. Look at this wick. This is absolutely absurd. We're looking at the weekly candle chart. Breaking, we're in this channel between 10 cents and 0.083 cents. We'll call it 83 cents, all right? We're trading in between this channel. It's a very important channel, but look at this. Wicked above it, wicked below it, and now we're trading in between it right now. Pretty funny price action. Right now, you know, Bitcoin's chopping around. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin shortly, but I want you guys to know when Bitcoin is trading how it's trading right now, expect all the other altcoins to act similar and expect it to be an exaggeration of what Bitcoin is doing. And this is an exaggeration of what Bitcoin is doing. It's absolutely insane. Cutting through support and just wow. Just wow. CROCOIN, wow. But hanging in between this channel right here is an important level. It's a very important level where we're at right now. We really want to see it hold above 0.0830 cent level. As long as we can do that, in my opinion, I do think that we're safe. We're safe, we'll say it. Until Bitcoin decides to make a very, very abrupt motion. Okay, so now we're looking at Bitcoin here, and I want to be honest with you guys. We're taking a little bit of a tumble here on the daily. The weekly, 3 days, 4 hours left to close. We're trading in the middle of this channel. I like to look at this channel as support and resistance, but I've seen some people drawing this as a broadening wedge, which sure, it could be a broadening wedge. It's a little bit more bullish if it's a broadening wedge, but when you pull us up here, we're basically have broken below the support. But the weekly candle closure is still above it. We want to stay above $60,000, guys. $60,000 is a very important level that we stay above. But let's just say that we're in a broadening wedge. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Market cipher, red dot, at the beginning of a momentum wave to the downside. It's bearish. It's bearish, guys. It's bearish, and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I would be a little bit cautious right now if I was in any long positions. In my honest opinion, right now, I am getting ready to open up some positions. Now, am I going to long it? Am I going to short it? Time will tell. If we break below this support, say at $56,000, around about here, if we break below this on the weekly, I will say, okay, we're much more likely setting up for a longer term correction, maybe leading into, say, September. I think September potentially would be a bearish month. We're going to be keeping our eyes open for that. And if we do break below that $56,000 price level, I'm going to be going over to Blowfin and probably opening up a short-term scalp to catch some more downside over to Femex. If you want to join me on that trade, check out those awesome referral links we have down below. We have a $5,000 sign-in bonus to Blowfin, $4,100 sign-in bonus to Femex. Below this video in the description box, all you have to do is click the link, deposit, trade. It's KYC free. It's very awesome. It's a great tool to use. I will say be very cautious right now, guys. This price action is very, very shaky. We may come down below this price level. Let me lift this back up so we can see this a little bit better, so I can explain to you what I'm seeing here. If we do come below this, don't be surprised if it's a quick little wick and we come back up, just like how we saw in the last weekly candle closure. But the longer we trade down around here, and if we break below this support level, I will say, okay, I'm expecting continuation. Now, I will say there's some hopium. There is some hopium. When we bring this down here, first off, that looks a lot better. I will say that we need to be looking at this level around here at about $48,000, $49,000. As long as we stay above $49,000, I will say, okay, I think that we're probably going to bottom. I do think that there is a good probability that we have bottomed out already and that we can come and test 56,000, which is, guys, we're basically at that right now. Let's look over the daily. You can see we're trading at 56,900. We could come down to the bottom of this, 54, 53. I think that's possible. But when we're looking at the longer term situation here, the next couple months, in my opinion, I do think that August is usually bearish and a boring month. Sideways chop, more move to the downside, yes. But September tends to be a bearish month as well. And that's when a lot of the traders come back from vacation. I do expect potentially more moves to the downside here. We're going to be having to keep a very close eye on Bitcoin here because, guys, I'll be honest with you. Bitcoin is the epitome of indecision right now. In the center of the trading channel when we're looking at this broadening wedge. We're going to be keeping a very close eye on this, guys. But the monthly doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Really, all this shows me on the monthly is we're consolidating, guys. We're consolidating, setting up for a much larger move. And I really want to emphasize to you, just because I'm being bearish right now does not mean that I think, oh, pack it up, guys. The market cycle's over. I don't believe that at all. I do believe, however, that if we do spill over and continue this move to the downside here on the monthly, that we're going to be setting up for a longer-term correction and be basically targeting, let's say, October, November, probably more so November, December, January. I think that's an appropriate level to be looking at, especially if we break below the 56,000 on the weekly candle closing basis, guys. We don't want to see the candle body close below 56,000. Then if we do, I'm going to say, hey, be cautious with the altcoins, be cautious on Bitcoin when you be preparing for a longer-term correction, but I do think there will be fireworks leading into the end of the year. Guys, if you like this type of content, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think that we will break below $56,000 on the weekly candle closure? Do you think that CROCOIN is going to break below 0.0830 cents? Personally, I do believe that will happen, especially if we see Bitcoin get that closure. But in the meantime, we're waiting for Bitcoin to make a decision, guys. We're waiting for Bitcoin to make a decision. I am prepared to take advantage of these opportunities. If Bitcoin does make that move to the downside, all it is opening up more opportunities for long-term positions, in my opinion. Not financial advice. I put my money where my mouth is, and that's exactly what I'll be doing. If Bitcoin breaks and touches $49,000, I will be buying some altcoins, getting more Solana, getting some more stacks, and purchasing some more. But guys, let me know in the comment section below. Do you think that's possible? Do you think it's going to happen? I'll see you in the next one. Bye.